Who's gonna be
All
a
right,
low
y'all.
man?
All right, y'all. This is our take. This is Mark the moderator.
Leaf is only family, Brooklyn forever.
Gave you the process.
Yo, so last night, Monday night, the other night, Monday night, we had we had seen the first referee crew that was all black for the first time in an NFL game. Was this a milestone in your eyes, and should it be glorified?
So I want to first start by saying I did not notice until it was posted, nor did I watch the game. Shame on me, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to say, shame, whatever. Yeah, it's a milestone, obviously. First time this has ever happened. Kind of crazy that this is the first time this has ever happened. But this is what it is. This is what the world is giving to us, man. The one of many, right? Or the first of many. So I congratulate the crew. NFL, shame on you, as this being the first time. That's it. I didn't really take much from it, to be honest with you. I don't even know who the heck was refereeing. I didn't take much from it, but shout to them. Glad that, that occurred. And honestly, how much notoriety did it get?
Well, it got notoriety during the game. They made preference of it during the game and right before the game. But Leaf, go ahead.
What was the question?
The black referees, man.
You know what the question was.
Was it a milestone? Yeah, for the crew it is. For me, no, and here's why. You put it on Monday Night Football. You made sure everyone knew. You see everything was going on. You see the climate we living in. I think this is just like the NBA putting Black Lives Matter. Mark, you disappearing.
Go ahead.
That's crazy.
I think it's just like the NBA putting Black Lives Matter on the court. You just turn this into a big commercial trying to pacify people. Like I said, for the crew, it's a great thing for the crew. Monday Night Football, the only game on people getting to see. But I really doubt that if things were regular to say, if this would have ever happened, and I don't think so.
I'm not going to call it a milestone. And the reason why is this, man, because it's sad. I can't make a big deal out of something that when you look at the numbers tell us that this is, number one, long overdue. And the fact that we still have a sport that is predominantly played by us as the players, and you're talking about ownership doesn't look like us, head coaches doesn't look like us, and now you're telling us the referees didn't even look like us. So the only product that is really looking like us is the players, and that's sad.
It's the product.
Yeah, it's the product. That's sad, man. But to glorify it, I'm like, to me, just like Leaf said, yo, you trying to pacify us, man. I can't accept that pacify.
Let me just add this, and I'll say it again. Yo, the league is comprised of 70+% minority.
Not minority. That's the wrong word.
Go. Woo.
If y'all want to, I'm giving it the political classification. Let's say this: 70% of black men are in the league playing the game.
Players of color.
Now, let me say this. I didn't even touch anybody else, what percentage it is in any type of coaching aspect or whatever. I didn't even touch that number. But the fact of the matter is, again, we are the only people that you can have a majority of players and have a minority of people that are in positions of quote unquote power, and even referees, if you want to call it that. All right. So shame on the NFL. Like I always say, we're in 2020. We're still talking about milestones with black people, which is ridiculous. Like, shame on you that it took this long. All right.
And that's the point, Avery, that I'm making right there. You just said it.
Yeah, I'm not even with the code signature of it. That's why I said I didn't even look at the game. When y'all mentioned it, I was like, oh, the reality is that I would have known that had never happened, but I would have thought that would have happened by now. So there you have it.
But yo, let me ask a question, and then it takes me to this place. Then, what's up with our players, man? What's up with this generation of players? Is where I'm trying to understand. Go ahead.
Can I just add something? I wanted to Google this. There is 122 African American officials in the NFL, and this is the first time they had an all-black crew. Think about that.
That's what I'm saying to you.
It ain't like there was just 8, or you know what I mean? 122.
It's crazy, but I'm going to ask the question again. What about today's players, man? Where do you sit with where today's players are in this era?
They're just to themselves, man. They just looking at it as I'm doing my job. I'm taking care of me and mine. And that's where their mind is at. And you know what? I'm not gonna say like I'm mad, because when you're younger, that's what usually happens. You know what I mean? When we were younger, that was kind of our mind state also, right? And then we got older and we started to look at things differently. Like, we look at players, that's retired now, and we didn't get a chance to like hear guys speak to see how they really thought. But I'm looking at older players like, Ocho Cinco, for example, on their podcast that they have, and the way that, Fred Taylor, and the way that, they speak, and the things that their viewpoints. You feel what I'm saying? Like, do we know if they had those same views 10 years ago? So players can get a pass for that, but then you can't get a pass because this right here, there's so much information, and so much you can learn just from this little thing right here. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just kind of hard, man. But them dudes are basically stuck to themselves, man. We're gonna get this bag. I'm about this team. Some of them, but it's really I got to do what I got to do to get the bag.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I'm gonna say it again, and I hate to say this because I don't like to marginalize a generation. This generation just don't got a sense of self. They just don't. I think that they do things because it's what's in, instead of really understanding history, instead of really understanding what is going on. I think this generation, repost things that they don't even understand. They go with what sounds good instead of really understanding their history. And I'm of the persuasion that it's up to my generation, our generation, to try to get some tutelage. You know what I'm saying? To this generation. And that's the thing, Mark. You know what I'm saying? You figure. So let's look at it like this, Mark. And this is what I've had this conversation with a lot of people. And Mark, we probably had this conversation. Like, yo, you realize we're older men right now. These are kids making millions, right?
They're not kids though, man. Come
on,
what
man. I'm saying is
no, Mark, they're kids, bro.
Here's what I'm gonna say this. Bro. Here's my classification. There are kids based on circumstance. You know what I'm saying? Based off, they don't. I know a lot of these kids, so to speak, whether you want to call them grown men by virtue of age, but these kids, they didn't have what I had as far as structure. So these are kids. So now it's up. That's why I said it's up to us. And now you're posing the question of how do we get that to a kid that makes millions of dollars to teach them about themselves, right?
But let me interject something, okay? Because something else. We just seen a white head coach.
I knew this was coming.
Bring in watermelons with a sledgehammer and for motivation of a predominantly black team, to motivate them, he was smashing watermelons. Now, if you're going to say that, okay, that the players are kids, you still got black coaches in that room that not one of them said, hold on, wait a minute, it's something wrong here. Not now. As us being the elders, like you said, no one grabbed the coach, no one grabbed the players, be like, hold on, wait a minute. I just want you to understand the context of what you're seeing here. Okay. You can't let something like that happen underneath your watch. And if anything, you educate them, because these are the moments, just like Lee picked up the phone. Then you have to be the phone for these kids then, if you know or see them as being kids. But when you have a story being told like this and it's glorified as that's how they won and that's why they won, you know how lost we are?
But my question to you, to you though, Mark, is, and this is, I agree with that, because I thought you were joking about that when I read that. When I saw y'all post that, I was like, who doesn't know that watermelon is synonymous with Black stereotypes? So that's why I keep saying about education and sense of history. Who doesn't know that? It's me, I'm sitting in the room like, yo, y'all wild. Let me tell you a story real quick. I had a coworker when I was working at Chrysler years ago as an IT manager. I had a coworker. This guy came up to me, white gentleman came up to me at my office, like, yo, what's up, Abe? We sitting chatting, da-da-da-da. He was like, yo, I got some gum. You want some gum? I was like, nah, I'm good. He was like, you sure you want no gum? It's watermelon. Yo, that was the last time that dude sat in my office, G. Wow. I read him the riot act. I said, yo, let me tell you something, B. We don't play with watermelon. To this day, I'm going to tell y'all something that's real funny. I don't even eat watermelon. I won't even eat it. That's how bad I have it with watermelon, G. So to sit in a room, this isn't Gallagher. If y'all know who Gallagher is.
Right, that's the bullshit. That's the bullshit.
Who Black can sit in the room and say, yo, hey, y'all, let's get excited and crush this watermelon? I can't see it, Bob.
By a white dude that comes in with a sledgehammer, and the white dude is saying, I'm going to bang out these watermelons and to represent something, and everybody sit there and be like, oh, that's really motivation.
And if you want to take it a step further, coming from an organization and an owner who has told you what his stance was on the flag and who is a known Trump supporter, I'll leave it right there.
Leaf, what you say? What you say, Leaf?
I got nothing, bro.
No, but now, let me go one step a little further, y'all. Today, I made sure that I wanted to watch some of the news reports based off of that. Yesterday, too. I wanted to watch some of the sports reports from it. There's only one person that I seen, now maybe I missed it, that had an issue on the national airwaves over it, and that was Shannon Sharpe. Every other sportscast that I seen glossed over it and used it as that was the motivating factor to why this team won.
Yo, did they talk about it on the other networks like that? I wouldn't watch. I got it. Now I'm gonna go.
Get Up, First Take.
Calling y'all out right now. Calling y'all out right now. What?
Yo, kid. And not one of them mentioned the racial aspect of that move and gave kudos towards it for it happening. Now, Keyshawn Johnson did say he was never big on motivational tactics, but he never said or mentioned that he had a problem with the connotation that was used in having a white dude bring in watermelons and do that.
Nah, G. Not my watch. I'm sorry.
Yo, it's something wrong with us, kid. It's something really lost with us, man. Because Avery said it. That's not going to motivate me. It's going to piss me off, man. Yo, yeah. I'm having a serious problem with you making a move like that and thinking that that's supposed to motivate us. And even if you thought that means that you disregarded anything about what this symbolism is. And that's a problem as well.
Yo, Leaf, question.
What up? What's up?
Why the hell is Mark standing up? Like, I'm just trying to figure out what.
Bro, I don't know. I thought maybe he wanted to look better in the backdrop, like he wanted to be on an hour take joint. I don't know what's going on, bro.
Yo, why don't you ask that question off camera? Yo, we do take breaks. You have to do that on camera, man. You really did.
No. It's a good question. It's a good question. Like,
this is a great question.
Exactly. Yo, bro, when I signed on, I was like, yo, what the hell is going on? Like, why does your background look like that? But whatever, bro. Whatever.
Yo, this is our take, man. We'll be back, man.
Yo,
Catch up with us.
Nah, he wants to sit down. Nah, stand up.
This is our take. 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 This is our take.